Welcome to our journey into the mysteries of nature. Today, we will take a look at some of the world's most unusual natural wonders, masterpieces that only Mother Nature could create. From colorful lands, glowing lakes like something out of a fairy tale, to mysterious phenomena that go beyond imagination, each wonder is an enchanting story. Get ready to be swept away by the breathtaking beauty and magic of our planet. Cano Cristale River. The river flows down from heaven, located in the eastern Andes and in the Macarena National Park, Colombia. The Cano Cristales River is 100 kilometers long and is a tributary of the Guayabero River. During certain months of the year, the river will have different colors, from red, yellow, green, blue to black. Cano Cristales was the name given by explorer Andrés Hurtado in 1980, when he first discovered the magical beauty of this place. In addition to the official name, the river also has many other names such as Rainbow River or Five-Color River. In terms of structure, the river has a fast flow, accompanied by waterfalls, rocky gorges and a stream of water so clear that you can see all the way to the bottom. Many people believe that the color of the river is created by algae or moss. However, the real culprit is an endemic aquatic plant called Macarenia clavigera. Depending on the water level and the amount of light, Macarenia clavigera will have different colors. The Cano Cristales River is located in a remote area, almost completely isolated from the outside world and still retains its wild and poetic beauty. Chocolate Hills, Philippines. Located in Bohol Province, Philippines, Chocolate Hills is one of the most attractive and unique tourist destinations. A wonderful gift that nature has bestowed upon this country of more than 7,000 islands. Including 1268 conical hills of similar size, average height from 30 to 50 meters, spread over 50 square kilometers. The first thought when looking at the pictures of this strange collection of hills is two words: artificial. Because it is difficult to explain why more than 1,000 hills can have similar shapes, sizes, and especially, almost the same color when changing seasons. More than 1,000 of these hills are covered with green grass, looking exactly like thousands of smooth carpets competing to show off in the rainy season. It is hard to imagine that more than 1,000 of those lush green carpets can change so dramatically in the dry season. When the dry season comes, the grass withers and the hills gradually turn pale yellow. By the end of the dry season, when the grass has died, the space covering more than 1,000 hills will be covered in a characteristic color, as the name suggests, chocolate. There are also many debates surrounding the origin of these chocolate hills, but it seems that, to match the name, the hypotheses put forward are all legendary and a bit romantic. Bryce Canyon, USA. The stunning Bryce Canyon in southern Utah, USA, a red rock wonderland created by wind, water and snow. Perhaps nowhere is the force of natural erosion more evident than in Bryce Canyon. The wild land of strangely shaped rock formations attracts 2.7 million visitors each year. Many hike the trails to get a close-up look at the grooved walls and meticulously sculpted peaks. Over millions of years, water erosion has created these magnificent rocks. In winter, when the mountains are frozen, cracks form, and water seeps into these cracks, causing erosion from within. In summer, rainwater eats into the soft limestone and flows through the deep grooves. This process repeats over many years, creating spectacular erosion. According to legend, the canyon's hoodoo rocks were created by the old trickster Coyote, who turned the gluttonous Tewenenunwa, man of legend, into stone. Kilauea Volcano, USA. Symbol of natural power on the Big Island of Hawaii. This volcano is nearly 1,300 meters high and is located on the Big Island of Hawaii. It is one of the most active and oldest volcanoes in the world. Kilauea has been erupting continuously for thousands of years, changing the landscape and creating unique terrain. With red lava flows and steam rising when it meets the sea, Kilauea creates a majestic scene that is not found anywhere else. This mountain began erupting in 1983 and has been continuously erupting until now, for the past 33 years. The lava flow is about 10 kilometers long, flowing down the southern slope of Kilauea volcano, causing about 2,000 people to evacuate, destroying more than 600 houses and also causing the largest freshwater lake in Hawaii to evaporate and dry up in just a few hours. According to Hawaiian legend, the hot lava flows of this volcano are the home of Pele, the god of volcanoes. Kilauea is not only a geological wonder but also a sacred mountain for the Hawaiians. Blood Falls, Antarctica. in addition to being the coldest and driest place on the planet. Antarctica is also home to a crimson waterfall called Blood Falls that cascades down 5 tiers along a white glacier. The stream flows from the tongue of Taylor Glacier onto the ice-covered surface of West Bonny Lake in Taylor Valley in the McMurdo Dry Valleys in Victoria Land, East Antarctica. Unlike most glaciers in Antarctica, Taylor Glacier is not frozen into bedrock, possibly due to the presence of concentrated salts resulting from the crystallization of ancient seawater trapped beneath it. Scientists eventually determined that the eerie color comes from salty, iron-rich water from inside the glacier that oxidizes and rusts after exposure to oxygen. The iron-rich hypersaline water occasionally emerges from small cracks in the ice layers. The source of the salt water is an underground lake of unknown size covered by about 400 meters of ice and snow a few kilometers from its small outlet at Blood Falls. The red sediment was discovered in 1911 by Australian geologist Thomas Griffith Taylor, who first explored the valley that bears his name. Early Antarctic pioneers attributed the red color to red algae, but it was later shown to be due to iron oxide. Uluru Monolith, Australia. Uluru, also known as Eyes Rock or The Rock, is a giant monolithic rock mountain in the Ayers Mountains in central Australia, 350 kilometers east of the city of Aella Sibilans. From afar, the mountain's appearance is round and smooth, a whole block, without a single blade of grass. With a height of 348 meters and a length of 3 kilometers, the foot of the mountain has a circumference of about 8.5 kilometers. The 4 sides of the cliff are steep, the top is flat like a newly cracked island, and it also looks like a giant beast resting on the ground, making the mountain appear majestic, magnificent, and extraordinary. It is a giant orange-brown rock mountain, oval in shape, formed 680 million years ago. From a distance, Uluru looks like an island rising in the middle of a vast, hot desert with temperatures reaching 40 degrees Celsius. What is special is that from morning to dusk, the color of the light changes many times on the Uluru Cliff from light red to orange and dark red, yellow-brown. When it rains heavily or just after the rain stops, the mountain is tinged with silver ash, mixed with a little black. Scientists believe that the reason for Uluru's color change is due to the characteristics of the rock mountain. This is a block of rough quartz, a hard rock with a tight structure. The surface of the red rough rock has iron oxide. When the sunlight shines on it from different angles, it will change color continuously. Uluru has significant spiritual significance for the Aborigines in the area. Lake Hillier, Australia, ruby water in the blue ocean. Located near the coast of Middle Island in the Recherche Archipelago in the south of Western Australia. The exact reason for the pink color of the lake is up for debate, but it is likely that Lake Hillier is home to strange microorganisms. It may be related to the presence of a specific species of microalgae called Dunaliella salina. These salt-loving photosynthetic microorganisms produce energy using other parts of the visible light spectrum except for the orange/red frequencies. Dunaliella salina can tolerate very high salt concentrations, ranging from 0.2% to 35%. These tiny organisms produce the carotenoid pigment, beta-carotene, also found in carrots, which is believed to give rise to the pink color of the lake's water. Lake Hillier was first discovered in 1802 by British researcher Matthew Flinders aboard the HMS Investigator. In January of that year, he went ashore and climbed to the highest peak on the island that bears his name today. Iguazu Falls, Argentina, Brazil. A majestic and beautiful waterfall located on the legendary Iguazu River, which is the natural boundary between the state of Paraná in Brazil and the province of Misiones in Argentina. From above, we will see that Iguazu Falls has the shape of an upside-down J. The right part belongs to Brazil, accounting for 20% of the area of the falls, and the left part belongs to Argentina, accounting for 80% of the area. Iguazu was located inside the Iguazu National Park, which was recognized by UNESCO as a World Natural Heritage in 1986. This place is also considered one of the largest natural reserves in the South American region. Iguazu Falls was first discovered by a Spanish explorer in 1541. It was formed hundreds of millions of years ago after a violent volcanic eruption occurred and left a giant crack deep inside the ground. Iguazu Falls is divided into 275 different waterfalls. They range in height from 64 to 82 meters, stretching over 2 kilometers. The most majestic and beautiful section of the Iguazu Falls is the horseshoe-shaped section. Known as the Devil's Throat, it falls from a height of 82 meters with a width of about 150 meters and a length of 700 meters. Victoria Falls, Zimbabwe. The waterfall is located on the border between Zambia and Zimbabwe with a width of 1,700 meters and a height of 128 meters. Rainbows often appear in the white foam at a height of 350 meters, creating a wonderful scene. The waterfall was named by David Livingstone after Queen Victoria of England. He was a Scottish missionary and explorer, the first European to see the waterfall in 1885. Victoria Falls consists of 4 waterfalls, separated by small islands and coral reefs. Victoria forms the largest continuous fog zone in the world. The fog here can even be seen from 50 kilometers away. A railway bridge near the waterfall was built in 1905 to serve the tourism industry. Victoria Falls National Park concentrates many rare plants and different tree species. It covers about 20 square kilometers and is considered a precious natural resource not only for Africa but also for the whole world.